Take a close look at the Mona Lisa. Her most captivating feature, that enigmatic smile, seems to shift and change depending on how you look at her. This effect is the result of calculated scientific observation, far removed from the idea of pure, unguided artistic inspiration. Because Leonardo da Vinci was born out of wedlock, he was excluded from formal Latin schools. That lack of traditional education meant he had to reject established dogma and figure things out through direct, real-world experience. He adopted a rule from Renaissance polymath Leon Battista Alberti. To truly capture a subject, you have to build it from the inside out. You start with the skeleton, add the muscles, and finally lay down the skin. So if we want to understand Leonardo the painter, we have to reverse engineer Leonardo the scientist, and we start with his structural skeleton. This drawing demonstrates how Leonardo measured the human body to uncover natural proportions. He believed the alignment of human limbs interacting with a square and a circle could serve as a precise blueprint for architectural design. He used that obsession with precise geometry to pitch himself to the ruler of Milan as a military architect and engineer. In his application letter, his ability to paint was almost an afterthought. Look at this map of Imola, created for the ruthless military commander Cesare Borgia. Leonardo used a magnetic compass to replace the inaccurate, symbolic drawings of the era with highly precise cartography. Leonardo treated physical space as a highly measurable mathematical grid, a puzzle that could be weaponized or manipulated at will. He soon moved from studying static geometry to volatile energy, focusing intensely on the destructive power of water. He even designed massive machines capable of moving 1 million tons of earth, all for an ambitious plan to divert the Arno River and cut off Florence's enemies. This sketch of an ornithopter shows how you apply the exact same principles of fluid dynamics to the air. He studied the biomechanics of birds to conceptualize early aircraft. The technology of the 15th century wasn't advanced enough to actually build these machines, but trying to engineer them forced him to deeply analyze and replicate dynamic movement. He then turned that mechanical mindset inward. He dissected around 30 human corpses, treating the body as just another mechanical system to be reverse engineered. This cross-section of a skull illustrates how he literally peeled back the layers of the face to trace the nerves controlling human expression. He even sawed off half a skull to become the first person to accurately map the frontal sinus. This detailed drawing of the heart shows how his earlier obsession with swirling river currents carried over to human biology. He figured out how swirling currents of blood in the aorta helped the heart valves close properly. By treating these corpses as mechanical systems, Leonardo demonstrated how human biology operates under the same physical laws he observed in water and engineering. These disciplines converged in the Last Supper. He scored incisions from a nail at Jesus' forehead, forcing a perfect linear perspective. Applying his anatomical studies, he clustered the apostles in threes, capturing their bodily reactions to a massive psychological shock. The mural works because it maps complex human emotion directly onto a strict mathematical grid. After moving to the French court in his final years, he poured decades of this accumulated scientific observation into obsessively refining a single portrait. To Leonardo, that famous magic smile was a solvable puzzle of optics and neuroscience. He used the sfumato technique to softly blend tones and eliminate sharp lines, perfectly mimicking the way light wraps around curved surfaces in the real world. He manipulated human visual perception. When you look directly at her mouth, fine details make the smile seem subtle, but when you look at her eyes, the broader shadows catch your peripheral vision, making the smile appear more pronounced. Even the illusion that her eyes follow you across the room is a result of calculated 2D linear perspective, combined with extremely deep, careful modeling of the shadows around her eye sockets. The Mona Lisa proves that the modern divide between science and the humanities is entirely made up. For Leonardo, art and science were never separate. They were simply twin lenses required to master the exact same world.